Well, it seems to be a global coup d'etat, as many are saying, from American bishops of the Catholic Church to Bobby Jr. and many others. Ex-senator says, elect who you want. One world government, one digital currency, and one religion is unpreventable, he explains. Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirley addresses the media during a press conference with other legislative leaders announcing a partnership between the state of Michigan and Ford Motor Company at the Grand Hotel Thursday morning. Recently, last year, legislators leaving office in Michigan traditionally give a farewell address, and Shirkey's speech came on what was expected to be the last day of his election. Democrats noted the unusual nature of Shirkey's speech, which no one expected. Quote, well, what happened was very strange, unquote, tweeted Senator Jeremy Moss, Democrat from Southfield. Michigan Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey, Republican Clarkdale Lake, used his farewell address to warn that the forces that rule the world, he says, will challenge the very fabric of our freedoms, our independence, our sovereignty, of our values, and even of God. We are seeing you unfold 2 to 3 Timothy before your eyes, Shirkey told his colleagues. COVID was a test. These next challenges will be much more than a test, he says. This chapter of the Bible that mentions the last days begins, but note this, there will be terrible times in the last days. Shirkey said there is a push to achieve one world government, one world religion, one world health care, one world currency, and one world control. Shirkey, a businessman by trade, is completing his second 4-year term in the Senate and was unable to seek re-election due to term limits. He is the founder and owner of Orbit Form, an engineering company that manufactures forming, fastening, joining, and assembly equipment. Shirkey was elected to the state Senate in 2014. He previously served in the U.S. House. In the November 8 election, Michigan Democrats won control of the Senate for the first time in 40 years. And during his tenure as the Senate's top leader, Shirkey faced a number of controversies over his comments, including describing his fight with COVID as a battle with Chinese flu army, and releasing a video which he describes the riot in the U.S. Capitol as a staged hoax. Shirkey's second term was defined by his conflict with Whitmer over the pandemic. While Whitmer initially used restrictions on gathering and businesses to try to control the spread of the virus in 2020, Shirkey urged her to encourage and educate rather than impose requirements. Shirkey said leadership based on the core message of fear clouds everyone's thinking. Shirkey said that if someone had told people 3 years ago what was going to happen with the pandemic, they would have replied, that can never happen, it's crazy. The emerging threats I perceive are real and dangerous, he said, citing central bank digital currency and artificial intelligence. And this is according to a crime study. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.